With the OMES chair, you're going to get tons of adjustability. So this has basically everything you could ask for. It has the back height, seat depth, tons of arm adjustments. What's nice about that, you can really get it to fit you well. The only negative there is it does add a little bit of that sound. Like you can hear is a little bit of movement in some of the parts, which doesn't really affect comfort, but it maybe affects my brain of how much I would love to sit in this chair. So it does have that thicker seat, and I kind of like the contour. Even though it looks really aggressive, you don't necessarily feel that. You can sink into it nicely, but it can get a little bit warmer than some of these other chairs we've talked about. So for me, this is going to be a solid B.
For me, I think it's quite a bit above average. The seat pad is one of the things you'll notice right away. You can see it's thicker. It's got this deep contour in it, but when you actually sit in it, it's not a type of chair where you like sink so far down it kind of locks you in. It almost sits you up on top of the poof. These arm pads are insanely massive. There's width, depth, pivot adjustment, so you're going to get good range, and you can actually get them even wider with the way that it connects on the bottom here. And then you can see it's got this nice ratchet back height for the backrest, meaning you can move the lumbar up and down and get that backrest a little bit taller. One thing you don't see is there is a headrest option, which we've actually rated as an A. So if you put that on here, this chair is easily an A for me.
Yeah, I can certainly see that. I'm not going to be quite up to the A tier on this one, but I do like a lot of things about the chair. One, the seat, like Greg said, it's one of the few chairs that you're going to get that actually has a thick padded seat, but it's not going to affect you negatively by, crunching your lower back down or feeling like you're sinking super far into the seat and making you warm. And I think the arms are borderline S tier on this thing because the pads are huge, they're very comfortable, and it has potentially the biggest adjustment range of any chair in the room. My biggest gripe with the chair is going to be just the backrest. I don't think that it has the most comfortable mesh. The frame can feel a little bit plasticky, and for someone who doesn't love a lot of lumbar support, I feel like the chair's lacking in lumbar support. So that's my main reason for not pushing it up to A tier. So we're going to be at a B plus average overall on this. I said that the Steelcase Ameap was my prototypical A-tier chair, super comfortable all around. The Haworth Soji is going to be that for me, but in the B tier. Really well-rounded chair, phenomenal for the price. Not anything on this chair that would prevent me from recommending it to someone or buying it myself. It's got a good recline action, multiple locking positions. The armrests are super adjustable. They're soft enough for me to be comfortable in it for long hours. I think the seat is a little bit firm, but I do like that on a chair. And the backrest is really comfortable with adjustable lumbar support. Very well-rounded chair. It does everything better than average, so I'm going to be at a B.
Yeah, Ryan said this really well, where we were at the Marcus where there was like no feature we liked. With the Soji, there's no feature that we don't like. So all around, really nice comfort. The seat is very nice. The backrest, Greg kind of showed you that flexibility. So even at my 6'2", I have plenty of space on the seat. I have room on the backrest. The arms adjust enough for me, even if they're not the most soft padding. They're still really nice. Has good adjustable lumbar there too. So again, I'm with Ryan. Solid B.
So this is a chair that I've historically given a B like you guys on. Today I'm going to jump it up just a little bit. And the reason for it is there's a lot to really like about this chair. Everything about it's pretty much above average. We've had this one for a long time and it's still just as good as it ever like from the start was. It hasn't been degraded in any way and it's been sat in quite a bit. I just like it because it has all the options that you need. I'm going to bump it to B+. It's not quite an A, but it's definitely better than I think what you find for most B chairs. And that's the thing. We've got so many new chairs in here now. I think this is easily better than the other B tier chairs right now. So I'm going B+. It's going to be a B overall, just with everybody being around the B.
The BTOD Ameap chair. So this is an Ameap chair, but now it has the Leap seat. So for me, you part this out a little bit. You got the Ameap backrest, which is an A. For me, the Leap seat is an A. The arms, they're probably actually an S tier. Overall, put that all together, this is going to be an A tier chair for me. I could use a little more height, 6'2". I'm getting a little borderline on that. I think if you're 6'3" or higher, that backrest might be a problem, but this is an amazing chair. So it's going to be an A.
Big change here for me is the fact that now that we have with our chairs, we have the new seat pad and we have the extra padding. It bumps up the seat pad just enough where I get over the hurdle of just the regular Leap chair not having quite enough padding for me. So I'm actually going to take this thing into the S tier. The seat pad, that was the only drawback for me before, but adding that extra little bit of foam is nice. It's got the amazing armrest, four-way arms, the lumbar support that just gives me the right amount of lumbar. I know it doesn't have the, the big, sort of like name recognition coming from the Ameap, like it's not the Leap, but it is just a workhorse overall, and I can sit in this thing again for long periods, the entire day for weeks and months at a time. So
I can't quite push it to S tier, but I'm about as close as you can get. So I'm at an A with the Ameap, and when you put the Leap seat on there, I think that it's an upgrade because the Leap seat, while some people don't like it as much because it can feel a little bit thinner due to the contour of it, I think that it's more comfortable. I like the contour of it, and it's definitely more flexible. You can't even argue that. And so I think that by putting the Leap seat on the Ameap chair, you are actually upgrading the chair. And so I'm going to bring it from an A up to an A+. I'm going to be at an A+ overall.
If you want to see how we rank all of the most popular chairs, head over to BTODtv to see our full office chair tier list. Click the link in the description.